So there's always big things about life purpose, mission, etc. I keep it very simple. Happiness. I think we can all agree that everyone strives towards happiness. So how does work serve you and your happiness? The scenario that I guess where people fall into, and I think is a dangerous one, and it's also form part of the cruising, is where what I call mindlessly working, whereby they don't seem to feel happy at work. They are in fact rather low energy, highly demotivated. I think the word that, the best word to describe it is a Singaporean word called sian. Right? You ask them, how's your day? Like that law, housework, sian law. I mean, how energizing and motivating is that? And it won't take very long before they started to be, they turn into somewhat a very toxic energy in the work environment. So sometimes when we ask them, I mean, I will quiz a little bit further about, what's going on in their personal life as well. It's as though that there's really nothing much that brings them joy and direction in life. Life to them is really all about perhaps obligations. I work because it's expected of me. I need the money to pay off the loans, the bills, the blah, blah, blah. Nothing seems to really excite them very much in life. So it really ponders about to me that sometimes if you want to have meaningful, fulfilling work, it starts with an understanding of who we really are. So rather than to say work-life balance, and sometimes I do not know this balance can really ever be achieved, because at every moment, the balance changes. It's not like you say, okay, 40% I allocate to work, 20% to health, and that's a balance, because at every moment, that balance, that mix will change. It's about how can you be a little bit more at peace with the decision that you make. So it comes with the understanding of who we really are. And that's where I think that, understanding really what you want from life and really what makes you happy talks a little bit about that. So in NLP, I think it's a very good thing. We dive very deeply into our own values, belief, and identity. Are we living a life that's aligned to our values? What are the beliefs that's propelling our growth? What are some of the limiting beliefs that's holding us back? How do we see ourselves? Are we comfortable with ourselves given that, our imperfection, our flaws, our limitations? Can we express ourselves truthfully, authentically to the rest? Or do we fear of not being accepted? I think these are very deep questions, no right and wrong, but we have to be very authentic and honest with ourselves.